morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. Happy Jobless Claims Thursday. Happy Netflix Earnings Thursday, and TSM, I guess you could say. But happy Thursday, everybody. If you're here with me in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have, oh my goodness, a lot of folks in here this morning dropping their favorite bands. This is a great discussion we had this morning here. Good morning, Potamus, Trader Page, Jay Covey, SW, Big G, Sylvia, Deviate, Ken, Silent, Waleed, Cyrus, Alfred, RTR, Kirsten, GV, Big Sexy, Panchua, Astro Nerd, Darren, Charisse, Kenny, Viking Trader, Trade Runner, J. Patrick, Scorpion Futures, good morning, Kenny, Ramzella, Remezla, Zion, Cabot or Cabot, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Dips, Woo, Jody, Richard, Zysoft, Jesse James, Joseph, Joe Williams, Ilban, the Sunrise Driver, Fisher 5, Jeff, Kiri, Richard, Frederick, What the Forex, Gabriel, Kelpie, Richard, Kirk, Eddie's Pong, good to see you, Brandon, Peter, Van Boy, Tommy Ray, KG Dana, Shane Gilmore, good morning, good morning. How we doing? Silent NW, Epic Gamer, good morning, Trader Page, good morning, Tron, Julius, Amateur Genius, GMC, good morning, good morning. Remezla, I got it right this time. Good morning, Air Bear. Good morning, WD. How we doing out there, folks? How's everybody doing? So, today we have a lot to discuss. And if you are on YouTube, you can already see in the title, we are giving away a free Top Step Combine today. That is the plan today. So all we have to do is get those likes up, folks. If we get those likes up, we'll do it easy. We'll make it 1,000 likes today. And if you can't see the likes, you just have to temporarily close the chat because YouTube has this new garbage layout because Lord knows YouTube loves to ruin a good thing, right? So yeah, YouTube is doing the whole thing where they're messing with everybody's layout. If you want to make sure that you're subscribed to the stream, you have to hide the chat because it's kind of hidden there. And then just drop a like on the video. And if we get to 1,000 likes, we'll do that giveaway for a free Top Step Combine. Good morning, Chris, Luna, Marcello, Arrow Squad. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so today is going to be very exciting because we do have jobless claims that are coming out here. By the way, look at how nicely these Clubhouse levels were reacting for the overnight session here. I mean, it was great. If you watched Slow Markets with Coach Dakota, he had a great trade where he traded the NK, the Nikkei, the NKD, the Nikkei, and if you're watching Slow Markets, Andre put on the trade a little bit early and didn't manage the risk all too well. Ended up getting spooked as it came down for a perfect dip buy. And I saw a lot of folks in here in Clubhouse that were trading alongside Mr. Coach Dakota. Let's just bring up the Nikkei chart here just so we can see it here. Hey, welcome SW to the chat VIP. Good to see you in there. So yeah, let me put this on the 1 minute. It was just funny to watch that, Andre ended up buying. I'm not talking smack, but it was just funny to watch. Andre ended up buying here and then selling right here. And then a lot of people in Clubhouse took this first loss or didn't take it at all and then bought this dip right here and then rode this puppy dog all the way to the sky up here. We saw, I think, there's Trader Page, I know, caught a nice trade on that. There was a couple, poor Andre, she says. There's a couple of people that ended up catching that, and I think that Trader Page either made like $1,500 or passed her combine or something. I don't remember, but there's a couple of people that caught it. I think NQ Wolf caught like $800 or something like that, but it was really cool to see that. But unfortunately, Andre fumbled the bag on that one. So it was a little bit of a kerfuffle and then into that. So if you have never seen Coach Dakota trade, he trades on the Top Step channel. You can catch him every single Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Chicago time, every single night, Monday through Thursday. It's worth checking out. He does trade Slow Markets, does trade the Nikkei, and it's a lot of fun to see that. So MP is not going to let him live that down. Yeah, I'm curious on Top Step TV today if they're going to talk about it. I'm sure they will. But yeah, we had a very interesting session here overnight in the NQ, going back to the 15-minute chart here. A really, really nice reaction between levels here. And if you're just playing this kind of between levels, this is where we opened up on the Globex session. We made it first rejection here on Clubhouse level, second rejection here, coming back down, rejecting, and then back here rejecting. And so really, really nice if you're just using the levels to your advantage and playing around those levels. Very, very nice to add those to your chart and just trade around those levels. So today we do have a lot of stuff that's going on. I want to talk about what happened sort of in the overnight session. We did have the report out. Today I'm paying attention to two very big names in the market. Number one is Taiwan Semi, that's TSM. Number two is going to be Netflix. That's after the bell today. But we already got the report from Taiwan Semi. I just want to bring this up really quickly here. They reported a net revenue of $225 billion, which was a beat versus the estimate of $206 billion. Their operating was $249 billion versus $231 billion year over year. The revenue was $592 billion versus a $592 billion preliminary. Hey, welcome there, Julian. And their fastest growth was seen this year, and it was the fastest growth that they've seen since 2022. So Taiwan Semi on fire. And you think that'd be really good news, right? You know, beating on the top and bottom, and you know, it looks really good. But the problem is that their forward-looking guidance was just really no good. It was just not good at all. Their forward-looking guidance, they said that they're expecting chip demand to drop this year. And it's like, you know, I understand that you have to be forthcoming as a public company, but I would have figured that they would have tried to sugarcoat the message a little bit more. And they said that their 2024 semiconductor growth has now have to been trimmed by 10%. And they're expecting a sluggish move for any kind of semiconductor growth for the year of 2024, the year end of 2024. So that's kind of a wet blanket on things. So now we kind of turn to Netflix. These are the two important names that we're going to be watching because it's really kind of the kickoff of big names in earnings. Taiwan Semi is big for the semiconductor space, and then Netflix is big for tech stocks. And it's a mix, you know, it's a mix between tech stocks in general. The Magnificent Seven is influenced by Netflix and how they're performing because we want to see forward-looking guidance. And of course, we're going to see what consumers are doing because Netflix, as you know, is not a necessary thing for people to have, but it's going to give you a temperature on consumers. What's their subscriber rate? What are they projecting year end for subscriber growth? Is that going to cool? Is that saying that the economy is cooling off? And then can we twist that into, well, the economy is going to be cooling off because now inflation should be coming down if we're losing subscribers, or is the economy going to run rampant because subscribers are picking up? Is that going to be good for tech stocks? Is that going to be bad? So I'm going to be here for that. It's going to be amazing. It's going to see we're going to see those results after the bell today. That's when Netflix will be reporting. And it's really kind of the biggest kickoff for tech earnings for this part of the season, this part of the earnings season. So it's going to be very interesting. We also heard from Fed's Bowman and Fed's Mester yesterday. Fed's Bowman, who's a voting member, expressed concerns that inflation has slowed or possibly stalled. Progress on inflation, not inflation itself, that would have been good news, but progress on inflation has stalled and it's not a good thing. She noted that the economy remains strong, particularly highlighting the connection between the robust consumer spending and job growth. And remember, if we have robust consumer spending right now, that's not good for the market. It's not good for inflation because the more people are willing to spend at these high prices, the longer that they'll stay here. Inflation works in a way that if we are rejecting these high prices as consumers, they have to trend these prices lower and lower until you find buyers, much like how we trade on the NQ here. Right now, the price is seeking liquidity where we can find interested buyers. We saw yesterday little slight upticks in the market, and then we were looking and probing for buyers, and we just did not find it. And so it's much like the same way that the broader economy works, and especially with inflation. So that was some interesting commentary out of Fed's Bowman. It's nice to hear some truth out of these Fed heads, at least a little bit of truth. You know, I wouldn't call it the full-blown truth just yet, but it's at least they're kind of highlighting these things now, talking about that we do have strong consumers and inflation still is running rampant. She did remark on the current monetary policy being restrictive right now, stating that time is going to reveal whether or not it's adequately restrictive. So that, to me, the way that I'm translating that is that she's saying higher for longer. We also heard from Mester, as I said at the top of the call. She is a voting member. She emphasized the need for more data confirming that inflation is on a consistent path through that 2% target. 2% target seems very lofty at this point. She did observe that the inflation has been slightly higher than what they anticipated for the year, you don't think? And she is saying that she's hopeful that it will continue to decrease. I'm waiting for the part where it starts to decrease more than what we're flubbing in these CPI numbers. But she did say that she believes that the current monetary policy is appropriately positioned. And she did suggest that interest rates could remain unchanged for an extended period of time if inflation does not decrease. However, she did not rule out that there is a possibility of reducing rates if the labor market does worsen. So that's what we're watching for today. With jobless claims on the docket today, we are going to see if labor conditions are worsening. So if we have less people in work, that's going to mean that we have less people in jobs. Less people in jobs means less money and credit in the economy, and ergo, we should see a reduction in the inflation numbers. So she did also mention that while there is a potential for easing monetary policy, right now she doesn't see any urgency to do so. So going from 7 cuts to basically 1 cut on the year, and I think that, you know, if we have still robust numbers in the jobs market, if those numbers for jobless claims are down today, I think that's going to add to some downside pressure in the market. And we're going to continue to find prices where people are willing to pay for these inflated prices in futures and indices and stocks in general. And again, Netflix is one of those stocks where when we get the earnings after the bell today, it can really make or break the market. And it's going to dictate what we see for the path forward, at least temporarily for the next 2 to 3 weeks. And until we have the next FOMC, which is going to be on May 1st. So yesterday we did see a big sell-off in the market that was primarily led by losses in the NASDAQ names and the underperformance in the tech sector, particularly in semiconductors. So I think that yesterday somebody had an early read on Taiwan Semi's forward-looking guidance because it was, you know, Taiwan Semi reported kind of overnight. They had terrible forward-looking guidance, and it was awful. So we also had bad earnings from ASML, which kind of kicked things off in the semi space. And initial losses in the NASDAQ were partially recovered when we saw that 20-year bond auction that went off. The bid to cover was honestly just in line with expectations. So I think that when we had that BTC number come out that was kind of in line with expectations, we didn't really see the market digest that in a way that was negative. But then we saw selling pressure resuming when we saw the closing bell coming out yesterday. So again, just, you know, that 20-year auction wasn't going to save anything because it wasn't an outlier print, but at least it gave a little bit of a pause in the liquidity and everything. Good morning, Twin Trading. How you doing there? Viking Trader asks, is it me or is it weird that they think chip demand will slow? I mean, Taiwan Semi is a big one. So if they're coming out and they're saying that their forward-looking guidance is weak and they did a 10% reduction on chip growth for the year. I mean, that's we have to take that at face value. And I think the market's going to take that at face value. And Tesla continues to fall, by the way. I don't know if you folks have been watching Tesla, and it's just been getting hammered every single day. We are now trading close to 150 evens in Tesla. We're at 152 even as I speak, and it's just continuing to get hammered. You just got to wonder when the bleeding will stop there, if we're actually going to be approaching, 125, maybe even 100 flat. It's crazy to see Tesla just getting battered like that. We saw the dollar declining yesterday, which was interesting. We saw U.S. yields getting tracked a little bit lower. We saw the 2-year actually pulling back when we're looking at the yields, and the 10-year kind of remaining up and lofty where it is. We saw the yen, the franc, the euro, and the Swissy kind of getting bolstered yesterday. The British pound was actually up yesterday, and it was weird to see the pound up and the dollar weak. It's kind of weird to see that, especially on a market that was barreling to the downside like that. We didn't see a lot of geopolitical developments yesterday. I know that there's a lot of people who are waiting for headlines out of the Middle Eastern conflict. We really didn't see much of that. We saw that Israel might retaliate against Iran, but the decision, I guess, was postponed. They kind of are saying, hey, we're going to do something, but then they kind of were quiet about it, which is, interesting to see. We saw tensions in trade relations because Biden was saying that he spoke at I think it was at U.S. Steel yesterday. He was at something to do with steel. I don't know if he's actually speaking at U.S. Steel, but he did say that he wanted to see increased tariffs for Chinese imports, Chinese steel. We saw oil prices declining a little bit slightly there yesterday because we had that larger than anticipated build in inventory yesterday. And we also saw gold taking some minor losses, which was interesting because dollar down and then gold down. So it's just weird to see the market trading like this. It's kind of like in this pause. So I think that, as weird as it sounds, Netflix is going to dictate a lot of this directionality moving forward. So like I said, I'll be here for it, and I really want to see how that kind of shakes things out. And I think that the markets right now are just simply shifting their focus to the FOMC rate decision. We have the data that's going to be coming out for jobless claims this morning in about 12 short minutes here. And, we also have home sales that are going to be out at 10. So for the schedule today, we will see the jobless claims coming out alongside the Philly Fed business outlook for April. Jobless claims, initial claims, we do have a preview on that right now. The initial jobless claims, we are expecting 215,000 people claiming that they're out of work. Continuing claims at 1.82 million. The prior claim on jobless claims was 211,000. So we're looking for an uptick on initial jobless claims here, and that's the consensus expectation. And then the Philly Fed business outlook, the preview that we have on that is supposed to be negative 2.5, and the prior was positive 5.2. So we are expecting that to cool off as well. If either of those numbers came in as an outlier and they weren't in agreement, the market would probably kerfuffle around. But if we did see the market have a congruent print, we might see that start to move violently up or to the downside here. I would say that if we have a massive amount of people out of work, we could see this market sort of bottoming out down here, since we have conducted a decent amount of liquidity here at these lows. So we could see a potential test for a break of these potential previous highs here. So I'll be watching for that. I'll be trading some combines on that print. We did trade combines in here yesterday on stream, but the moment that we finished trading here on YouTube, went straight into Discord and we traded our XFAs live. We had a lot of fun. We nailed the perfect read on the market and got that flush. We ended up making about $7,000 there yesterday in our XFAs. So it was a lot of fun to be trading that alongside everybody here in Clubhouse. Also out at 10 a.m. today, we do have the existing home sales and the leading index. Both of those are the March data points. Going to be seeing that out at 10 a.m. today. And then the big auction today is a TIPS auction, a 5-year TIPS auction. And that's it's basically inflation protected securities. So they move with how the rates move. And we'll have to see if the participation in that is high. It's going to dictate that people are saying that we're likely not going to get a rate cut this year, because that's not really a fixie that you'd want to get into if you're expecting massive rate cuts this year. So higher for longer would be a lot of participation in the 5-year TIPS auction. So that's what I'm going to be looking for today. That's our read on the markets for yesterday and today. That's kind of my wrap up of the last 24 hours here. And it's an exciting time to be trading this stuff. It really is. Let's see here. Hey, Reps, do you look at a specific website to get your news from? Jacob, good question. This is the one that I recommend. It's a free resource. It'll give you the schedule for the day, give you the worldwide news, and it allows you to filter through everything, which is a very, very nice. What is my bias? I don't have a bias today, but I can see it happening both ways. So if we had fewer people out of work, I think that would fuel the shot to the downside here. So I'd see us testing this where we've kind of bounced off from and then looking for a test down here. If the jobless claims are increased over 215,000, the initial claims and continuing claims are up over 1.8 million. Well, I'd expect a nice test here and then potentially a test here. It's really easy because the Clubhouse levels have been working so well. Really easy to see that if we are going to come up here and reject, we're looking for shorts. If we're coming up here and we're retesting, we're going long. We're looking for an increased area of liquidity up here. Probably 834 3/4 would be a nice target to the top side there. So that's what I'll be watching for. And then if we get a congruent print across the board today, let's say the TIPS auction is weak, we don't have a big amount of participation, low bid to cover. Well, then maybe the market can find a rally. We've been in a 4-day downtrend here. I think the markets are down 4% or so from the highs. So markets don't like to just move in straight lines. I mean, we could continue the blasting to the downside, but we will get a day of reprieve at some point. I mean, it can't go down forever, or can it? I guess we could see that happen. But 4 days of downside movement here, a loss of about 4% off the highs. Does that make sense? Are we really 4% off the highs? I think we are, right? I think we're down about 4% from the highs right now. So yeah, I would expect that we would get a day of reprieve, but the day of reprieve could just be a pause where we kind of just shuffle around. There's nothing stopping us from having a day where we just kind of go here and here and here and here and here all day long. So we could have a day of chop before we make a further excursion here to the downside, since the news has been so dramatically negative. And again, Netflix can make that happen. Netflix can make the market continue to roll if we don't have. We can twist it so many different ways. I'll be here tomorrow to discuss it, but it's going to be interesting regardless. I think it's worth watching. I don't know when they're going to be reporting, if it's going to be 5 minutes after the bell, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. If you're trading on Top Step, you can't trade it if it's not an immediate print after the bell, because you have to stop trading by 4:10 or 4:15 Eastern time. So that's what we're looking for here, folks. I'm going to take a quick restroom break. Let's get those likes up in the meantime, and I'll be right back with you so we can trade this jobless claims print together here. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, and the market still is kind of shuffling around here. Just shuffling around, doing not much of anything before the jobless claims print. So we will see whether or not there is anything for us to trade. I'll be holding off on trading my XFAs on the print, but we'll be trading some combines, see if we can make something happen. Ribs, you mentioned expecting an injection of liquidity at certain times throughout the day. Are there standard times to expect that? Top of the hour every 15 minutes? Yes. So 9 a.m. big injection, 9:25, 9:28, 9:30 when the market opens, of course. 9:45, 10 a.m., and then 11:30 Euro close. These are all Eastern times, by the way. And then when we get close to the MOC, we have one at the bottom of the hour right before the close. So that's going to be coming at 3:30. And then 3:50, 3:55, 3:58. So those are your times where you have injections of liquidity. And those are, big order matching injections of liquidity. And it's something that's good to be watching out for. 9 a.m. is when they kind of really start coming on there. All righty, folks. So we are less than 7 minutes here until the party starts. Can you type that out? Yeah, I will. Absolutely. I'll type that out. Maybe we can have a channel here in Discord that has that kind of information and that stuff. Wow, look at that. Nice work there, GC Wolf. What asset class are you trading there? Is that NQ? It must be, right? Because NQ kind of had a little shot to the downside there. Or are you trading GC again? What time frames are those blue line levels from? So those are posted every single day in Market Clubhouse, and they're in the morning memo there. So, by the way, so we are going to be giving away a free combine today, and potentially if we have that person claim that free combine lickety split, I will be giving away a free month of Clubhouse too. And if you ever want to have more luck in the giveaway, we do that keyword giveaway thing. We started doing this chat VIP thing. So you get your name turns green in chat here. And it also gets you access to all the emojis in here, which is pretty cool. So you get more luck on giveaways. You get access to the chat emojis, and your name's a different color. So I will always see your questions if you ever want to have any of your questions answered there. First cassette I ever bought, what? Paradise City? That's amazing. Rips, are you hitting Nikkei today? The NKD today for a great rip. I'm not trading the NKD. Yeah, there you go. Just like Julius and Dr. Purple Ape there. So yeah, I am not myself. I am not going to be trading the Nikkei. I will be trading the NQ as I usually do. There you go. Welcome, Trading Lizard, to the chat VIP. How do I go green? So there should be a join button that's like right below the live stream. If you can't see it, you have to close the chat. That's YouTube's brilliant new layout over here. So by the way, we are coming down a little bit here to the 676 level. And this is where we would expect to see the market bottoming out. I'm not going to trade this until we have those jobless claims coming out. There we go. Welcome, National. That trade has a 93% win rate with 1 point on the 10K chart and 86% win rate with 2 points. What's that there, Richard? I might have missed that. Okay. I see what you're saying there. On a 10K tick chart, I'm guessing, right? Do not have chat on Market Clubhouse. So Arthur, if you just click that, like I said, just hide the chat and then click that join button there. MP confirming the TBM fraud was great. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to touch that one, but I feel like I said something about that, but it's, it's all good. Ribs, my Clubhouse subscription ended yesterday. I lost my PA that I won because of you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, maybe you win a free month of Clubhouse today. Get you back in here. I'm really sorry to hear that. But stick with it. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't feel so bad. We all lose accounts from time to time. It's going to happen. I lost some trades yesterday in the pre-market trade. And I lost some trades once we had the market open, but then we centered ourselves, we got busy with it, and we turned those combines around. And then when we switched over to trading our XFAs, we had a brilliant day. So don't lose hope. You can always turn it around there. Welcome, Samuel. There we go. So yeah, we have the data coming out here in less than 3 minutes now. So this is what's going to be driving the next leg of this market here. And that's going to be the only data that we're seeing. Remember, it's the Philly Fed business outlook for April and the continuing initial jobless claims out at 8:30 here. The next move that we're going to have is at 10 a.m. So 8:30, news digestion. Hopefully we have an outlier print that's going to move the markets around. Then 10 a.m. rolls around. We have the leading index, the existing home sales. That can move the market around. And then at 1 p.m. when we have the 5-year tips auction, that can be an outlier print and we move everything around. Or we get none of that, and it's just a completely choppy day. Now, we do have Michelle Bowman, who's going to be speaking at 9:15 alongside John Williams. We do have Bostic at 11, and then Bostic again later after the market closes. But I'm thinking that Bostic is going to have some commentary once we have the print out from Netflix, which should significantly move the market around here. Hey, welcome Thunder. Welcome, everybody. Let's see here. Rips, do you have a discount code for resets? I don't, but that star at the top where it says start trading futures today that's pinned to the top of the chat. If it's your very first combine, you do get a free reset when you buy it through that link, as well as 60% off and an additional 20% off actually if you keep it moving there. Let's see here. Rips just joined the Discord, going to check out the entire Clubhouse. Hey, nice. Thanks. Thanks for being with us. AU Robert. Let the people know what you think of it once you give it a test drive. Let the people know here in chat what you think of it. Does Williams use the Darth Vader thing when he enters a room? It's funny, yeah. I think about that every single time whenever I see John Williams. I'm like, hey, that's the famous composer. No, wait, FOMC member. He's the voter. Did anyone get confirmation for bell to bell? I did not get the any kind of confirmation yet. Let me just check my email. They usually send it out pretty quickly. Sometimes they take a week or so, but they've been really, really quick lately here. Orders clearing. Bookmap. Yep, the order book will be clearing out here. We are inside 90 seconds now. They're going to send it on Friday. Thank you for that, PPO or PPO. Hey, Rips, what would a higher, lower number of jobless claims mean for the market? If we have a lot of people out of work, I think it's good for the market. We'd see it spike up because that means the Fed is more likely to cut. If we have less people that are applying for unemployment, jobless claims down, then the market, I think, would crater. So claims up, market up, claims down, market down. So that's what my take is on it at this juncture, at least. Follow the claims. So here we go. All right, let's give this a little, the old college try. Welcome, Sir Noodles. There we go. Claims down, inside info. All right, let's see it. Let's see, Trade for Pay. Let's see if you got the inside scoop here. 50% of the time you will be right. So I like your chances. Didn't know they had beef, thought they were cool. Yeah, I'm not sure. Here we go, folks. Jobless claims out in 5 seconds here. Waiting. 212,000. So it's a little bit cooler. Let's see if the market hates this. Philly Fed at 15, a lot higher. Let's see here. I want to see if this breaks that 76 level. It's whipping around here. So, I mean, that's not an outlier print. It's in line. The expectation was 215,000. So it's in line. Continuing claims also in line. It's like it's a miss by like 80,000. So we are bouncing right off 676 halves. Big nothing burger. I hate nothing burger prints. I really do. If you bought 670s though, you are sitting pretty here. Let's see if we hold above these 700s. And we have room up to 710, but I'm just waiting here. I don't want to get smashed on this thing. Right back down. Yeah, this is what we call a kerfuffle of a print. This is as kerfuffly as it gets. Yeah, so it swept down all the way to, what was the low there? 670 quarters. Very, very light print at 670 there. Right back to where we were before the print happened. So that's how you know it's a nothing burger. It's interesting. As they're selling this, I am seeing bids showing up. So I don't know if I want to short this thing. Philly Fed business outlook, like I said, 15.5 versus a 2 estimate. Prices paid 23 versus 3.7. That's the highest since December 2023. So prices paid being that high is a huge bad. I mean, it's terrible for inflation. It's saying that inflation is out of control. Highest since December 2023. If you don't remember, December 2023 is when everybody was hyped up on, hey, there's going to be 7 rate cuts coming in 2024. Prepare yourselves. And yeah, it didn't happen. It's a little late for 7 unless we have a double rate cut coming. Oh goodness. Let's see if we can get through the 676 halves to the downside. Just sort of bouncing down here. So on the Philly Fed business outlook, that is a negative print for prices paid. Having that trend higher and higher is, I mean, that should be a negative print for the market. So this just might waffle around until the market decides, yeah, we should be selling this. Hi, Reps, are you trading on the 1 minute right now? No, on my main chart right here, not this one, not that one. That's a 30-second chart, so you can see all my executions. But my main chart is a 5 minute, and I'm looking over at the 15-minute too here. So, I mean, this is the chart that's kind of guiding me right here is the 15-minute chart. This is a 30-second chart where you can see all my executions, but on my screen, it looks like that. Like that's what it's looking like on my screen. It's a 5 minute chart, but I have it for the 30 seconds so we can see what's going on here. ECB members are saying that they're going to cut rates at the June meeting. Interesting. Interesting. So that's ECB's Vilroy reiterates that we should cut rates in June barring any surprises. I don't know if that's, I mean, that seems wacky. All right, we're not pushing above into these 90s here. I do want to look for a potential short down here since we are I'm going to take a short. We are rolling a little bit here. Rips, is that true that you can use a regular rhythmic connection? So I buy my rhythmic data through bookmap, and that is how I can connect to see bookmap with rhythmic. You can get a 15-day trial with bookmap rhythmic, which is great to see if you like the data. Some folks don't like rhythmic. I'm one of the people who likes rhythmic there. So I want to see if this is auctioning above 90s at all. If it is, then I'm going to boogie out of the position. But if it's not, I want to look to add for a snap below 676 halves, just given that that was not the best print for the market. 676 halves is a big level for us to kind of flush through. And if it's not a liquidity grab, then we'll be sitting pretty in this trade here. Is it lagging or it's me? Maybe try restarting Discord there, Tommy. Or Tommy, make sure that that you are watching the Discord stream instead of the YouTube stream, because it's not going to be as fast on YouTube. It's way lower latency on Discord here. So below 676, we do have room down to 630, but the way that we're just kind of holding here and not selling is not giving me the best feels here. The only thing that's keeping me in this trade is the idea that we have an auction back above those 90s. Yeah, the print was a nothing burger. And we're seeing very, very low liquidity right now in the market. Vilroy saying that we need to have insurance for being behind the curve. So let's see if we're weak here at these 90s. If we are, then I want to sell into this. If we're not, we'll get stopped out at 93 3/4. Stopped out there. So taking a little bit of a loss to start our day off. Was looking for that sweep back below 676 halves. If we are weak again up here at these 90s, this is where I'm going to enter back in short. So watching this here, we do have room all the way up to 710 for that retest on the highs there. But yeah, we swept up at those 90s, and again, potentially coming back down here and watching closely. We are kind of, I mean, I think the market's kind of pumping on that ECB news, to be honest with you. And having Vilroy say that, okay, we'll take that long. We'll follow the push back up. If we auction above 710s here, we are looking for a push out above 25s. If we get that push out above 25s, then we can add into that looking for 737s to the top side. And I'm going to keep my stop a little bit tighter on this one just in case we are coming right back down. Might have a little bit of what happened yesterday where we're just kind of chasing our tail around for a little bit until we get some clear direction. And then we can start pushing the gas when we get that clear directionality in the market here. So holding above 90s. Let's see. Looking for this push back up. Trying an add here. Looking for this back above 95. There are some offers that are a little bit sticky up here. Vilroy says that we will remain data dependent here. So we are keeping our stop super, super tight here. We're just looking to see if this is going to hold back above 90s. If it is, then we can push the gas on this, looking for those 700s to trade. No, pushing back up here. Just want to see how heavy these offers are into 700s. Yeah, they're starting to stack up a little bit. Let's see if we sweep above now. All right, clearing above those 700s, adding into that push there. I want to see 705 start to give out. Little sweep above those 705s. Let's see if we can hold it. Watching for this sweep to hold. 705s again, getting a little bit of defense at 705. I want to see this burst through 705s. They are defending this right now. 710 and a quarter would be at my top side target. I'm going to try to peel off 2 right there since we're not breaking with the swiftness I want to see. Moving our stop back up. Peel off 1 more and just got stopped out there. So we're back in the green here. We're up 149 bucks there on that extension back into those 705s. Not going into it with hungry eyes, just keeping our sizing where it should be. Light and tight, kind of chopping around with this print. I think that we're going to get better activity once the market opens there. Back down to those 700s, just scalping around in this little tight range here. Well, let's see here. Nice job there, Luna. Way to go, Luna, in the Discord here. Chopping it up this morning. 85% win rate today, or yesterday, 82% win rate on Tuesday. Nice job there, Luna. It's all in your XFA too. Love to see that. Tommy, did you get the lag fixed on your end there? Rose, my NT often stalls or lags. Any suggestions? Depends on your computer. If you have an older computer, that could be the culprit for it. But if you have a brand new machine, it could be your network. If you have a nice rig, then I would say it's probably your network. But if you have a little bit of an older rig, NinjaTrader's pretty light though. The software requirements are pretty light there. Q Mendez up 87 on that push. Hey Rips, you have the MBO package available on Bookmap or the standard rhythmic feed. I have the rhythmic feed that's just CME. The MBO package you don't really need. It's up to you. It really is up to you, whatever you want, you know? I don't use it myself though. I'm from the camp that you can get by with just global and just regular old rhythmic. So we are coming back down a little bit here. Nelson asked, what's the Discord link here? I'll have Nightbot post it for you folks. And by the way, let's get those likes up. I really do want to give away a free combine here. We only need 1,000 likes today. And if you want to increase your chances to win, make sure you join the chat VIPs there. And if the first person who gets it claims it quickly, then we will do a free month of Clubhouse as well. How much do you pay for your data feed? It's very, very cheap actually. So I got in, I'm grandfathered in at like 30 bucks. I think it's $29. Now they go for 40 even for rhythmic. And yeah, so it's like 40 bucks, which is great. I mean, Bookmap is an invaluable tool. I love it. And if you're ever on the fence about Bookmap, I stream Bookmap throughout the day in Clubhouse, so you can kind of decide whether or not it's valuable for you. The thing is with Bookmap, I get so many DMs from people asking me, you know, how do you see this on Bookmap? Or how did you know this on Bookmap? And it's like, the answer is like, you just have to sit and watch it for like 10 to 12 hours a day. Like I thought I knew what Bookmap was doing for those the first year that I was watching it. And it's like yesterday, we had a phenomenal read on Bookmap. It was amazing. And it was, we had it dead to rights. It was the difference between me making $10,000 in one trade or $7,000 in that one trade. Or we made like 6,500 bucks. And the read was spot on, but then it took too long for the read to transpire. But it's like I called this thing dead to rights, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without my experience in bookmap. And it was this very sweet trigger point where these algorithms were doing this very specific thing underneath the price, trying to attract it to break lower. And it's like, how did I know that that was going to happen? Well, it's because I've been watching bookmap for tens of thousands of hours. I mean, I've been watching bookmap for so many years now, and literally sitting and watching the game flow, watching recordings. The only thing I can say with bookmap, the only way that you could ever fast track it is you have the recordings that are inherently built into bookmap. You go back and you watch it in those key areas of liquidity, key areas where things happened. And then once you have those things happen, you kind of just review it and you say, okay, I'm going to try my best to commit this to my implicit memory, which you can't do mechanically. You can't do it consciously. It's just something that you have to do with over time and watching it. And over time, you'll start to feel that you have a grasp on it. Then you'll soon realize that you don't have any grasp on it, and it takes more and more time. And then before you know it, you start to surprise yourself. You see things, you go, wow, that's weird. I had a feeling that was going to happen. And you get enough years of watching it, it's like you become proficient with it. And yeah, unfortunately for anybody who's DMing me for, hey, how'd you know this was going to happen? How'd you know this was going to happen? I'm doing bookmap webinars that are up and coming. But outside of that, I mean, it's literally just, you have to watch the game film. You just have to study certain things that are happening. And no matter how many times I tell you that this is exactly what was happening, it's just going to go straight over your head until you put in those own hours yourself. It's one of those things where it just takes a very long time. Where does bookmap get this info? It's directly from the market, David. It's direct. Well, in this case, we're using Rhythmic to supply the data to bookmap. And bookmap is just a way to display this data to us in a way that we can comprehend it in a certain way there. 15-minute candle is indecisive. Thank you for pointing that out there, James. And that's what we're looking at right here. Big old doji. And that's what we get on a nothing burger print. And that's why we didn't go into that with hungry eyes. Look at the 1 minute here. I wanted us to get to 710s, but we didn't. We sold into 705s here because why? Because we didn't have hungry eyes. And what's the difference between me taking out another 5 points on that trade right there? Yeah, it's a couple $100, but I'm not going to risk it to get the biscuit there. I just want to get paid what we can because we know that, you know, we're in a hungry eyes print here. Where am I going here? All right, we're back. Market makers are trying to turn off my stream over here. How much do you pay for bookmap? It's like, I don't know, all together, it's like $80 a month. For everything all included, all the bells and whistles, it's about $80 a month, including data. Excuse my ignorance, but is that multicolored graph your bookmap? This right here, it's the LSD chart, the I'm on mushrooms chart. Rose, where do I get the daily levels? It's always going to be posted right here, morning memo. And make sure you have show all channels in Discord that should be selected here. Let me show you. In the sidebar, there's a button on the drop down right here. It says show all channels. You need to make sure that you have show all channels in Discord there. Trading Lizard said, hungry eyes, great song. Don't want to have hungry eyes when you're trading. It's the bane of your existence. It really is. I watch many live streams with no issues except yours. It acts up. Any thoughts why? I'm not sure. Is anybody else having issues? Futures Frank is having issues with our YouTube live stream. Is anybody else having issues? Please let me know here. Ribs, what are your VWAP settings? Let me share those. No issues? Okay, good to know. I would try restarting your computer there, Frank, and see if that helps. You have to take mushrooms to fully understand bookmap. Yes, exactly. Here's our VWAP settings. You can pause the YouTube stream if you want these VWAP settings that I use. So market is rolling here after we did not get that auction back up to 710, but let's see if we can actually break down into this level here. Below 676. This was our initial short that we were looking for here. So if we are breaking below this, we're running into a little bit of liquidity here to the downside. Watching here on this pop back up towards 767 or 676 rather. I'm going to try that short. We'll keep a tight leash on this thing just in case it is a small draw of liquidity to the downside there. So taking this short, looking for continuation to the downside. I mean, we could at the very least have, there we go. There's the gap fill, by the way. Everybody's asking, where's the gap fill? There's your gap fill right there. We are tumbling a little bit lower here. I'm actually going to move my stop back to break even. So this is a stress-free trade here. Let's see if we have this continuation lower here to the downside or if we're going to get this up jump the boogie. It's going to stop us out. I want to see 70s auctioning weak. So there's your little gap fill in the NQ. Just about almost the whole way. Break even trade. So giving back some fees here. We went from being up 149 and, oh, actually we made money. Hey, how about that? We made a couple bucks. There we go. How about that? Goldman Sachs turns at it again. Well, let's see if we're weak again, back up towards those 676s. But that's why we move our stops. We don't want to have hungry eyes. If it's a draw of liquidity below that level and we're not going to get that continuation straight out of the gates, we can always try it again. And that's why we want to approach it that way. Chopped up again, minus 47.60 today. My goodness, if you weren't trading Globex, if that's only just on the pre-market here, lower your size, Pyro. Bring your size down. There's no rush. Shouldn't be trying to pass as fast as you can. Take it slow. Take it slow. We're going to try another short here. Move our stop back to 77s. Again, we're trying to time this and get this weakness under 676 if it's going to exist. If we find that weakness and we want to target it, we want to tag it. And there it is. Getting stopped out there, so taking a loss there. It just doesn't keep up with the live feed sometimes. Weird. Futures Frank, are you in the Discord? Because if you're in the Discord, there's no latency. If you're in the Discord watching YouTube through the Discord, then you're going to get a whole mess of latency there. So just watch, if you are in the Discord, just watch the Discord stream on Discord. Don't watch the YouTube stream. We're trying this again here, folks. I want to see this thing break below these 70s. I'm keeping my stop again super tight here. And we're stopped out there. So a couple different tries there to try to get those lows. And now it's looking like, look at this. It looks like we did get that sweep below. If we are auctioning above, I would say 688. Would be interested in going long here. So that's what I'm watching for next. So we are back in the longs here. Just chasing this market around for the time being. A press above 88s would be strong for us. And we would see this shelf potentially auction back into that area that we were watching earlier, those 700s. So watching for that here above 88s. Nice move. Beautiful connection to the top side there. Big old burst of volume. I think that was some stops being popped. We'll try to add into that for this push up through 700 now. And if we do get this kind of faltering here, then we will pull out of what we added. So watching to see if they're capping off these 95s now, coming a little bit lower. Just trying to time this appropriately here. Watching this pull back again, we want to see strength above 90s and 88s. That was a big burst of volume rate above those 90s. Lower liquidity now after we had that big draw. Let's see if we actually get that burst. That might have been just one or two players having their stops getting popped there. And yeah, liquidity is just melting down here. So let's see if we're holding above the 90s. If we are holding above the 90s, adding into this for that perk back up to 700s. Adding right there. Looking for this, again, lower liquidity. A little bit of a dangerous trade, but we'll live on the edge this morning a little bit. Still holding at those 88s. Watching here. Okay, nice perk back up. Watching here for this excursion back up to 700 now. Can we get that auction above 95 and show us that strength? Looking for this pull above 95 now. There we go. Show me 98 on the print and we'll be happy. Looking for 98 to print. Somebody's front running 98s on 97s here, watching closely. Pulled out two. Somebody really sold into that bid there at 95, which I don't really like. Covering actually one more there. Didn't like how heavy they sold into those 95s, personally. We had a big bid showing up and somebody took that liquidity right out of the gates. So a big long was covering there and they're not willing to hold that any longer, at least from what I'm interpreting here. So let's see if we get this push back into those 700s and then potentially that move all the way back up to 705 here. Yeah, that was what I was worried about. That heavy seller showing up here. Watch these 88s closely. Actually gonna move my stop up just in case we tag below 88s here. And on lower liquidity, this becomes a little bit troublesome. I'm watching here at 88s now. Okay, adding for this push back up. Seeing if we can time this right. I want to see interaction back into those 95s here. There's a very thin ask, so I think that this will pop up and then we can flip out our 2 ads here above 95. So watching this pop. Very, very thin on the offer. We just need somebody to buy this here. It's very, very thin. It takes like 3, there we go, 3 orders to get through. Let's see. Tickle, tickle up into those 95s. Watching. Might have to use market orders since it's such low liquidity. There we go. We got a little bit of a fill. Still holding our 3 contracts here. Super thin on the offer. Super thin just in general. I mean, this is very, very sparse liquidity. We are about 8 minutes from the next injection where we will have machines turning on a little bit here. I covered 2 lots there. Yeah, just kind of fiddling around up here, not getting that clean connection. Not the best price action to be trading here. Watching again at these 88s. If these 88s fail, we'll get stopped down. We move my stop even tighter there, 84.50. And they're holding 85s. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a bounce connection here. Looking for a reclaim of 88s. Nice work there, Yacht Flyer. Way to go. Nice trading. Beautifully done. Looks like you're trading some crude over there. All right, watching here for this retest of 88 to the top side. Might just go flat too, waiting for that injection of liquidity coming in 6.5 minutes here. All right, seeing if we hold back above these 90s. You can see how thin this is, how low the volume is, so it makes it increasingly difficult to try to scalp around this range. We're talking about single lots, 2 lot prints. And it looks like we aren't still not finding any buyers up here. We are holding these 88s, 85s, 88s. I mean, we are holding around this range, but we aren't seeing anything connecting super hard to the top side here. Seeing a little bit of a perk up. Now they're extending the offers. It's very, very low liquidity on either side. So this is why I'm only holding a 1 lot here. Don't have enough confidence to start pushing this unless we start to get some bigger volume showing up to the top side. We see buyers that are interested. We are still holding under the 20 EMA in Apple, which is kind of holding us back here. Not a lot of activity out of the other Mag 7 stocks. Google is lighting up a little bit here, which is giving us some pressure to the north side, but NVIDIA is kind of a dead in the water trade here. Seeing if we can get this connection back above 95s here. I'd like to see somebody showing up and starting to move this market around. Right now, it feels like it's just like a group of 3 algorithms that are just moving price here. Yep, Fed's Bowman is in, yeah, they're speaking at 9:15, at 9:15. I'm just going to cover that there. So we're going to go flat. Very, very thin market. We're just kind of getting chopped around. It's just going up and down in this range here. So let's see if that 9 a.m. injection of liquidity gives us something that we can trade here. Could be a very choppy day today, but I would expect that these Fed speakers can kind of wake things up a little bit. Do you have a course for your strategy? We have a Discord community, and there's a whole webinar archive in there that's a lot of fun. And if you want to check it out, there's a 7-day trial that you can find right here, which is the easiest way to kind of judge if it's a good fit for your trading. I finished my combine and we'll switch to practice waiting for Rips to give me a free combine. Hey, nice work there. You're halfway home. Nice work there, Julius. Very, very nice. Rips, how do you pass a combine in 2 days if you can't have a single trade be more than 50%? Well, what's 50% times 2? I mean, I don't really understand the question. By the way, Rips, the YouTube short psychology lessons have been a fire. Nice. There we go. Yeah, I've been having my editor do that more and more here. Could I please have 1 medium nothing burger meal with a Celsius and a side of infinite bits? I would love that too. Just got hit with an ad. Get that back. Hey, good morning, Chandi. How you doing, buddy? If you're down in your trailing drawdown, if you get your express funded account back to even, will it reset? Wait, hold on. If you are down in your trailing drawdown, if you get your express funded account back. Yeah, no, your trailing drawdown it trails with how you're moving around there. Once you get above 4,500 on the 150K though, it stops trailing. So you have a heck of a lot of drawdown there. It's a whole mess of drawdown. Rips, is that true that, wait, do you have the link for the free data trial on bookmap? Absolutely. Let me get that for you. It is right here for you. Trading Lizard, there you go. Is Dolby Time in here? Am I reading this correctly? I could have sworn I saw. There he is, Nick Dolby. Holy smokes, give it up for Dolby Time. What's happening, Dolby? Any thoughts on the overall market regarding retirement funds? You moving anything around? I did yesterday, wondering if it was a good, Nick Dolby says nope. Wondering if it was a good move. I mean, it's a tough one on that. I don't really want to comment on that because I don't want to be responsible for that. But yeah, we're in a precarious situation. I'd be waiting, to be honest. Hey Rips, is there a gap in the overnight open? But can you use the candle as an FEG? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't for that, Sir Noodles. Jay Covey says passive 50K combine. Thanks Rips and everyone. Awesome community. Nice, Jay Covey. Feel like you just joined recently too. Thank you for being in here. That's awesome. Coming down now, coming right on back down, testing those 676s on the lows here. Injection of liquidity in less than 2 minutes. How can I copy my trades on 2 separate accounts? Use Replicanto. Here's a link for Replicanto. Or if you're using TopStep X, there's a built-in copier. Very, very nice. Target smashed. I love that. 8 minutes till Bowman speaks. Look at this. Look at this market right now. Just jumping and skipping all over the map here. So we have what? 90 seconds now until the injection of liquidity. 90 seconds. Dolby, the #1 range trader in the building there. Are we going to see 17,600 today? We very well could. Absolutely. I could see it happening. I could. How do we get into TopStep X? Well, I believe that it's coming out sometime within the next month. Within the next 30 days. So it could come out today. Who knows? But there's going to be a big announcement, I'm sure. But that's how you get in the Bovice. You do get in via when it opens up or a fire drill. There might be one more fire drill for it, but I think they're very close to releasing it there. TopStep X is coming soon, says Nick Dolby. So there you go. There's your answers directly from the source. Nick Dolby, of course, is the architect of not only the markets, but the creator and founder of TopStep X, if you didn't know this. He coded it yesterday in one seating. Incredible work there, Dolby. Could be as early as next week. Wowzers. Is it going to be cheaper using TopStep X? Yeah, there's no commissions, which is huge. No commissions. Any update on the micro to mini conversion? I think that's going to be coming out with the release. I think that's going to be the one. NZT Trader says crude running. Let's have a gander. Let's have a look. Well, let's go over to the chart here. That's not it. That's not the crude chart. Oh yeah, look at that. We just broke through 82 spot 33. Crude is running hot here. Looking for a, hold on. We have another ECB speaker saying there's no guarantee of cuts in June. That sounds about right. See, that's a little bit more accurate. I really want to short this market. I really do. The fact that we were just like not holding up at all. I really do want to short this, but we're at that precarious area in the market where it's like if 676 doesn't give out, then, you know, I really do like this to the short side though. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying it up here. It just looks lofty. I'm going to try a short. Talk myself into the trade. I'm going to try a short here. I'm going to move my stop right there. And now we're looking for this to give out below the 676 halves level without any kind of up jump. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, they're still selling this. They're putting up bids and people are selling into this. And it's just funny because they're making the offers so thin because they want to have these big old jump ups, but I guess that we can short into these little pops here. Injection of liquidity has happened, but nothing really showing here. Market's going to be open here in about 29 minutes. I want to add into this aggressively if we start to sweep below these lows here. Okay, here's a pop. I do want to add into this pop. I want to see if we can get it up around 85 or so. Watching. Very, very thin on this pop. I want to try to, here we go, adding into that there. And I will add into, say, 85. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Alrighty. Just kidding. Just got our stop ran there to the top side. Wow. Totally kidding about that. Just, yeah. That's why we use stops, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we call a nice little stop run there to the top side. Holy smokes. I was not expecting that at all. Jeez Louise. Well, that's what we get for playing in a very choppy, thin market. Oh my goodness gracious. Amateur Genius says, no, not today. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, we were looking for that nice little breakdown. I think I'm going to wait for the market open now. That was absolutely blasting right through our stops there. That's going to bring those accounts back to 150K there, 150,400 bucks there. What we have back in these combine accounts. So a little give back there. Someone is defending 76. Yeah, 76 halves are really getting defended here. But again, this news is weak for the market. I still think that we will bleed through this here off the open. I really do see that happening. Get the medic rips got ran over. Yeah, somebody needs to call a paramedic over here. I just got blasted right here. So here's what we're looking at here. Show you what we're looking at P&L wise. In the red here, 1,200 bucks per combine account here. So not the best start to our morning, unfortunately. I might switch over to a different group of combines just to trade something different here. But getting blasted on that move straight back up there. Click short just as it popped and got in at 91. Wow, nice move there, Loxy. Way to go. Pass combine out for the day. Nice work there, Ben. Way to go. That's awesome. Love to hear that. Let's see what's happening in oil. Everybody's talking about oil again. Let's see. Is it ripping? Boy, what an easy trade that would have been. It's just going in one direction. Richard Harris saw it coming. How much did you make on that trade there, Richard? Nice call if you saw that one coming. You do not want to be trading NQs. Very, very nice trade if you saw that coming there. All roads lead to VWAP. Hey, they very well could. Our VWAP is coinciding with our clubhouse level of 710.25 there. So it very well could. Absolutely no problem. I could see that happening. All right, let's switch over. I don't want to touch those because those are at, we're back above, like just slightly above the even balance in those combines. So I don't want to mess with those. But let's see here. Get our second group of combines there. You made no money? Well, then what are you talking about it for, Richard? Don't mention a call unless you made money on it. That's the rule of thumb in here. If you don't make money, then don't talk about it. So I have Bowman scheduled for 10 minutes from now. Let me see if my schedule is correct here. Let me see. Bowman I have scheduled at 9:15, not 9:05. Let me check my other schedule here. Because if that's the case, then she's talking right now. She just said, ready for it? I am not commenting on motherfucking monetary policy. So there you go. That's Bowman. Nothing to do with monetary policy today. John Williams is going to be speaking at 9:15 still, right? Bowman has a pre-recorded at 5 Fireside. Okay, thank you. Yeah, but she's not commenting. She just said, I'm not commenting on monetary policy. Bowman should watch her French. Wow, she sounds rude. What exactly is Bowman's job? Well, to collect speaking fees and then make it rain. That's I think her job title is that. It will rip on a no comment. Very well could, because I mean, she can't say anything negative for the markets. But we are compressing down here. I just don't trust this. I don't trust the market right now. I just don't trust that we're gonna see this ripping up towards 710 until we have the market opening here. So that's probably what I want to be waiting for here. I mean, that's pretty much the story of the day here. We got chopped apart after that nothing burger print, trying to get that flushacito down below 767 halves or 676 halves. I keep getting it backwards. And if we don't auction above 710s, today, if we don't see that early in the pre-market here, if we don't auction above this area, this is what I want to see defended. If we are defending that here, I do want to look at taking the market short off the open. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Can you post the Market Clubhouse Discord link? It'll be right here. How did we do on likes, by the way, folks? Are we at 500? Can we do a poll? Can we get a poll popping in the building here? We are at 754 likes. Let's do it. We are 246 likes away from doing a free Top Step Combine. And then if we get the winner who claims that liquidity split, free month of Clubhouse coming in hot here. All right, so NQ is 0.14 in the green. Same with the, well, let's see what the S&P's at here. Oh, by the way, the levels that we drew yesterday that we all did together in here, look at this. Look at how well these are holding up. It's at 676 level there. Again, just getting defended, but again, it's super heavy. We just keep on making lower highs here in the market. Lower highs, lower highs. So I do think the market wants to roll here. It's just that somebody who can't stop defending that. They still believe. They just can't stop believing. All right, so S&Ps are up or down. S&P's up 0.2%. NASDAQ up 0.15%. So will the NQ end the day above or below 0.15%? And let's run it and say above. Okay, here we go. You got it, DVA. That's what I was alluding to. Trading Leader says a lot of liquidity to the top side. Yeah, they are defending it pretty heavily there. We are defending that pretty heavily. I think that we can definitely get our bearings about us here. I mean, this should be a very easy setup. If the market's going to be choppy today and be a total bear, then it could be a nasty trade. But I mean, this does look like we're just making lower highs, and this should be an easy short. And that's why I was barreling into that. I just didn't expect that pop. That was a pop from 675 up to 691. Oh my goodness, 16 points straight in the face. Right in the face. In the face. I'm saying above today, but I need a flush. Interesting. What would be a good trade too would be barreling to the downside here, and then we just kind of it's holding, it's trying, and then we go straight up to the top side there. So we do have two more inflation readings that are going to be out before that June meeting. Obviously, we have a meeting before then. We have the May meeting that's going to be coming on May 1st, but everybody knows what's happening in May 1st. No rate cuts. We're holding it where it is. Should have a poll answer. I don't care. I'm just here to ride waves or ride the snake. Host Logic says up, down, up, back, down. Yes, indeed. Seeing the same thing here. This is, this is exactly what you'd want to see if you wanted to scalp the range or diddle in the middle. I just thought that for sure. Look at the gap right there. Just big old print there to the top side, and then this one too. Those are market accurate sounds, by the way. There. Please stop manifesting longs while I'm short. It's interesting to see the split and the duality here, even in chat, seeing that some folks are saying that it should be long. I mean, right now we're at 42% above, 38% below. It's almost a split decision here. So that tells me a lot about the disagreement in the market. We could just have a choppy day. Boy, I'd hate that. I was almost thinking if we continue to make lower highs, maybe we trade the XFAs off the open, but I don't know with this indecision in the market here. Yeah, we have the contra code market, right? Celsius lover. Fade the poll and go home for the day. I believe our poll, though. We've had some really good answers for the poll lately. We've had some on the ticket answers. By the way, folks, we are 148 likes away from doing that free Top Step Combine, which could lead us into a free month of Clubhouse here. Sideways for 8 hours. Well, I mean, it actually had some nice moves. I mean, there were some nice moves. I mean, there was a beautiful short off this level if you were appreciative enough to catch that short. Beautiful short off that level. I always do that. Even if you grabbed it from here and only took it to here or only took it to there. I mean, just beautiful. If you have 4 different areas where you could have taken profit on that downside extension. So, hey, wonder if anybody actually caught that. I mean, I didn't. I was sleeping like a baby. Maybe Dakota was up and at 'em. trading it there. So the market will be opening here in about 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes here, folks. I'm going to take one more quick restroom break before the market opens. I'll be right back with you, folks. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you grab yourself a Celsius. Do those restroom breaks before this party gets started. Market's going to be open here about 18 minutes. And we're back. You know what time it is, folks? It's the quarter of the hour, which means it's time to grab a silver bullet, you know, with the blue mountains on it and crack a cold one. Yeah, there it is. Oh, goodness. I love the GIF every single time. Nothing like the crisp, cool taste of the Rockies in the morning. How tall are you? I'm 6'1". PVCs, here we go. You can do ads for liver failure. Oh, goodness. I need to get the little John Yeah voice on my soundboard. Charles says, I started life as an ES trader. I remember it's a great market, but it just takes the scenic route to get you somewhere. NQ, don't mess around. You know, I'd really like to take this short. I really am looking to take the market short today. I'd really like to do that. That's what I'd really like to do today. If I could pick and choose what I wanted to do, I would say I want to take this puppy dogger to the short side. Apparently, they still do have those colored cans, Retberg. Apparently, they still do have the blue mountains on them that turn blue when they're cold. I didn't know this. I thought that was just a thing in the 90s as well. I thought for sure. Am I married? Yes, I am married. I have a wonderful wife. I'm with you on that short. Yeah, I mean, we just got to wait for it, I guess. I mean, it just keeps on printing lower highs. I just not seeing the buying strength again. I mean, it's lower liquidity, but yeah. Hey, welcome, Trader Dude, to the Chat VIP Club. No shorts, I'm long. Yeah, and that's the thing that's kind of throwing me off is that we're not seeing, congruence. We really have to wait for this open, I suppose. I mean, I guess that's what we have to do, right? Anyone know of an energy drink without natural flavors? I mean, I was just drinking this. This is the Fantasy Vibe. And this is sparkling mandarin marshmallow. I would say those are pretty unnatural flavors. So if you're looking for some unnatural flavors, I would say that that's probably it. Imagine they came out with one called Pure Gasoline. That would probably be an unnatural flavor. I high rate now on sour apple gummy worms and a 240 milligram Rockstar. There you go. Would you call them supernatural? I would, absolutely. Did not like that one, ended up dumping. Yeah, I think it's a refined flavor there. Chris says, Rips, you were a motivation to cut alcohol completely out of my life. Only been a week, but already feeling 100% better. Give it up for Chris. It's easy. You just do it, and then you feel better, and you say, well, I don't miss this stuff. I don't know. It's weird. It feels like a lot more people are getting on the no alcohol train here. Dare we short this again? We are coming down again. Dare we get... do we test this again down here? Before the market opens too? I mean, dare we? I want to short this so bad. Oh, goodness. Viking Trader says no. I want to short it so bad. Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to wait for the market open, but it's 12 dang minutes away. It's a long ways away. Let the intrusive thoughts win. I want to short this market so bad. I mean, we're in a downtrend. This can only hold for so long. We've tested this level multiple times. Just open the dang market already. Come on. Oh, what do you think about a dump till 17,600? What do I think? I think 590 and a quarter could trade. That'd be a really nice trade. Watch your psychology webinar. I need to have that playing right now. I just see this short. It's screaming at me to short this market right now. I'm doing it. I got to put a one lot on. I'm going to put my stop tight. I got to put a one lot on though. I got to put on a one guy. Trader Page says just pull pork it. Oh, geez. Look at that. I get punished for my impatience again. Can you believe it? Practice patience, Rips. Come on. Oh, good golly. I mean, I just want... I just moved the market. I want so badly to short this thing. I just couldn't help myself from doing it. I do think that the best market setup here, by the way, the best setup for us on the open is going to look like this. A move right here, back up, and a failure right here or a failure here. That is going to be the best market move. And that's, we could get stopped out here, lickety split, and that's fine. But that's the move that would be the ideal move. If we actually got that move, I might actually trade that in XFAs to the short side. That might be what I do. So that's what I'd be looking for there. This price action is an account killer. Tell me about it. It's certainly not fun. We keep on pushing back up to that stop there. Can we show some weakness below these 80s or not? Right now, we are seeing the equity market very soft as well. My goodness, this is going to be a brilliant short. I'm telling you, at some point in today, this is going to be like the biggest bleeding short. Like I said above, seller's going to get punched in the face. Richard, are you trading it? Remember our rule, no talking unless you trade it. Can somebody hypnotize us to only make winning trades? I'm looking for that hypnotist too, Shannon. It could be seek and destroy day to the high side. Again, we've had 4 down days. The market can't go down forever. So we could have a lot of this liquidity being targeted, namely this here. This was a big area that we were watching yesterday, 834. So we could have that liquidity being targeted. But yeah, I mean, it's very, very thin until it isn't. We can have that push back up and then, come back down. Did I see the little vid? I said, yeah, I haven't had time yet, Julius. I will check it out after we finish streaming here. $1 million idea would be to get the hypnotist for sure. That's what I'm eyeing as well. I think shorts end up around 730, relatively equal highs on the 5-minute during the London session. Yeah, I'd really like to see that push up first. If we get a nice push up, which is kind of what we're getting now, if we get that nice push up first, we could definitely be shorting into that, which I'd love to see. Would really love to see. Cut your random trades, keep your losers smaller than your winners, never add to a loser. That's very sound advice there, Tim. I lost 1K on my XFA and it happens to me always. One day up, next day down. How to fix myself. Limit the amount of size that you're putting into the market there, Alec. That's what I would do. Limit the amount of size. Ripsit is under VWAP also, so it'd be a nice short. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see us run into that VWAP and reject. I'd love to see a push higher on the open and the rejection. Does your Discord have video? Yeah, it's the same video that you're seeing right now. It's the same video, but it's less lag because on YouTube there's lag that you can't control. And then we keep on continuing to trade and stream like we did yesterday. We traded our XFAs. We had a great trade on our XFAs yesterday. It's a lot more fun in my opinion. Discord can be iffy sometimes. No push anymore. Please just board the trade and let's go lower. I'm with you on that one. Took a long for the bottom for 500. Nice work there, Julius. My money is on a range balance day, but what the heck do I know? All I really know is for sure that I know nothing. That's good. That's a good self-evaluation there. I'm from the same camp right now. I mean, we could do without this wickiness on the, look at this. This is some wicked wickiness right here in this market. This is nasty stuff. This is what we've been playing in this morning. I just, not a big fan of it. Getting chopped to bits here. So let's see if we can get a nice trade off the open. I'd love to get some nice congruent moves that we could trade our XFAs on. What would your view on a long for today be? Well, if the tape is looking like, that we're actually blasting above these key levels here, and, let's say we had a test here and then we're gone. I mean, that would be a nice long up there, but you just have to be patient and wait for it. I just haven't been very patient this morning. I've been getting chopped to bits here on some combines. We could use some WikiLeaks. Yeah, exactly. Can we fast forward like replay? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, I wish. NQ Range Trader 675 to 695 are killing it. No kidding, right? 710 to 676 as well. Just nice move there. How many people is it in your Discord group? We are up to, let's see here, 1,363. That is the latest count there. Welcome, Mike James, not to be confused with Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. What's the market's favorite website? Wikipedia. I like that. That's funny. Very, very witty here. Highest expectation for any rally is yesterday's open high. Maybe, or it keeps going. Oh, goodness. Rips, did you get your bell-to-bell reset? I have not yet. No, I did not. If I'm ever annoying, just tell me to shut up. I'm not good with social cues, so I can sound weird when I'm not trying to. I'm just, we're having a good time here, Richard. Why is your nickname selling rips? Because when the market gets pushed up, we sell those rips. When we're long from the bottom, we sell those rips. When we want to short something, we sell that rip straight to the bottom. Selling rips, buying dips. That's why I have the nickname Selling Rips. Which, by the way, it's right there, at Selling Rips, if you ever want to follow me. And if you want to win the giveaway, you have to be following me on Twitter and Instagram. So good time to do that now so you are prepared when we do that giveaway. Welcome, Angel. Good to see you with us here. Rips, will you do some bookmap tutorial? We already do have a bookmap tutorial, but we're working on, I wanted to do a 2-hour webinar, 2-hour bookmap webinar that I'm working on right now. Call that short 687. Hopefully you took it. Hopefully you took that short. 10 points. Nice. You have your own Discord, Rips, or is it Top Step Discord? It's my own, Toby. It's my own. And if you want to check it out, we do a 7-day trial for it. So it's, you come check it out for 7 days. You see if it's a good fit for your trading there. Rips, did you ever blow your XFA account? I have before for sure, but I haven't blown these XFA accounts and I've had these for a few months. So no, I have not blown these ones that I'm trading right now. See, Andre questioned the guest yesterday at the end of the power. Oh yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting. I will say that. What's your real name? Mike Jones. Mike Jones is my real name. Sometimes I do go by Paul Wall or Slim Thugga, depending on the day. Selling grips. That's right, Mr. Moon. Yeah, Charles, but I'm on a different level of weed. Trust me, I can be very annoying. It's funny. Is hedging allowed in Top Step? Not if you're trying to do something nefarious, then you're going to get smoked. You're going to get smoked. IG username, Keith Clark. Let me post that for you. It's at selling rips, like that. Oh, that just pops up. At selling rips. There you go. What about the planet giveaway? We're working on that. I'm negotiating with Mars right now, David. What the heck is Slime Thug? H-Town, baby. H-Town. How did you get your name Rips? By shortening selling rips. That's the... So many questions about the names this morning. Selling grips sounds like... Oh, my goodness. Am I from Houston? I may be. You never know. Looks like they'll run this short at open and possibly get a nice squeeze, negative delta. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I would hate to see them send it lower first. I would hate to see that because then it's like I'm probably going to be a little gun shy. I would hate that. I would really not like that. Would not be fun for me. Do you work out in the morning, take an ice bath? I usually work out after I finish trading. It's pretty cold to be working out at 2 o'clock in the morning. You got Swankus on the slab. Rob's my guy in here. Rob gets it. You got that peanut butter interior with swangers on the slab there, baby. Yes, rest in peace to DJ Screw. We are getting, there we go. Somebody finally got the reference. We're getting chopped and screwed here. Yes, we finally got somebody who nailed that. All right, Fed Williams saying that we need, Fed is data dependent. Any rate cuts are going to be determined by the economic activity. Good golly, I should have just put on a short and then just left it in there. Ah, goodness. Economic imbalances have been reduced. I don't agree with you, Mr. Williams. He is a voter, though. Policy is working the way that we hoped. How long do you trade per day, and when do you think you need to call it a day? It depends on the market. Still coming down here. All right, 1 minute here, folks. We are 1 minute away from the market opening here. 1 minute, folks. 1 minute. Let's see if we can nail some trades here off the open. 1 hot minute here. Would love to get a perk up before we go down, but let's see how this shakes out here. Let's see. 30 seconds, folks. 30 seconds. There's our link for the Discord right here. There you go. How much did you get paid to say that? I could have said it. It's data dependent. Yeah, it sounds like they are broken records lately. Any rate hikes are not in my baseline forecast. That is from Feds Williams. The Fed would hike if inflation came in higher. Okay. No kidding. Here we go, folks. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Okay, here's a little perk. I'm going to take that short. Again, I like this market short. Adding into that here for this flush lower. We have filled the gap. Let's see if we can hold this push to the downside or not. And we might seek liquidity first to the top side. Let's see here. Watching here for a potential add. Adding into that. Looking for the sweep lower. Show me that sweep lower below 660 and we'll be in business here. Watching. And we're just kind of fiddling around here. Watching. Little perk up. We hold below 676. I'm at 681 for my stop. Adding into that again. Looking for the sweep below 660. See if we can get this nice easy trade to the downside here. Beautiful flush. Beautiful, beautiful flush. Watching here. I want to see this really start to roll. Beautiful. Show me that little roll a little bit more. oh goodness, they tapped into those 55s and then they launched it. I do not like that. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Can we get this flush into these 50s? Beautiful, 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 beautiful move. I'm covering 2 right there. Just gorgeous. Thank the heavens we got what we're looking for here. Absolutely stunning move to the downside. We are going to run off one more there on the bid, leave our stop right above 660, and now we're hands-free, folks. We did it. Yay. We got what we're looking for. We're confident in our trade idea, and that's what we like to see here. So that is going to be putting us up on the day. So far, this is what we're working with over here. There we go. We are running hot, folks. We are running hot. Show me that 630 on the print. Give us 630. Let's see it. Come on. Show us 630 on the print here. Look at this beautiful roll. Oh my goodness gracious. There's 630 on the print. I'm actually going to move my stop up to 46 halves there. Let's see if we actually get this flushacito to the downside. Show me 630s again, dunking lower. Come on down. You can do it, NQ. You can get all the way into those 620s per chance. And if not, we'll just probably do a little bit of a cover. Look in here. And wait for it. Wait for it. It's getting a little dicey here. You just got to wait for it. Got to be a little bit patient. Wait for that give and go below 630. Can we get that push down a little bit lower here? Watching for those 630s to give and go. Show me the roll. Make like Limp Biscuit and get rolling. There's a 1990s reference for everybody out there. Okay, moving our stop down to 48 halves. Watching for 630s to give now. 630s to give. Let's see. Anybody else see that like we saw that? We were talking about that very early on, what we're looking for. It's just looking like a consolidation here, so we might get stopped out at these 48.5s. But if we, there we go, breaking those 630s. Let's see if we can get this energy down below these 630s now. Beautiful, beautiful move into 25s there. I do have a little bit of hungry eyes on here, looking for these. I mean, the low print that we're looking to trade here is all the way down at 615 quarters. So let's see if we can actually get that without an up jump. The boogie here, testing these 630s again. A lot of folks are covering these shorts and we got stopped out there. So that's going to put us up on the day. So if we do all of our accounts here, we are up $746. If we only have the express funded accounts here, if we're only looking at the real money that we extracted from the market, we are looking at a total profit here of $5,000 of real money in our XFAs. There we go, folks. Give it up for yourselves if you caught that trade there to the downside. Give it up to yourselves. Here's the other accounts that we traded here, and there we have it. So we have we have our work cut out for us on those combines, but we made the money where it happened. Happened to make that happen with everybody in here. It was a lot of fun. So let's look at what we have on the docket here. Let's look at what we have on the docket moving forward. We had to have, we were looking to cover into that low print there. We had that nice little air gap. We might go lower here, but I just have to have my stops running there. I just have to have my stops running. So I'm happy. $5,000 day right out the gates. That's going to be pumping up our XFAs a little bit more there, which I do like to see. That was a very low risk trade for us. We only traded, I believe that was 4 lots at the maximum extension there. So really liked how we handled that. You can see right here on the 30-second chart, here's all my prints. There's the shorts, there's the covers, and there's our final cover on that up jump the boogie there. So did anybody catch that? Drop a W in chat here, by the way, if you did catch that. I am curious if anybody else saw the market like I did. I kept on saying we're making lower highs. We gotta get into this market short here somehow, some way. Oh my goodness, look at this. We got W's in the chat. Love to see that. And we are coming lower here. So there's that flush below 630s. I'd switch back into combines to see if we can attack this market a little bit more here. I do still like this from the short side. We just had to trail our stop a little bit tight there, just in case that we were going, wow, there's a big dump there. We're snapping below those 17s now, which was sort of yesterday's, yesterday's low there was those 17s. Let me flip back over here. We are in combines now. We are in combines. Back in the combines, seeing if we can get a little bit of juice here on our combines. 57 points on 2 micros. Mike James in the building. Let's see it from Mike James. Nice job there, Mike James. There we go. There we go. Nice work. So we are back in combines here, trading this lower. I'm happy making $5,000 in the first 5 minutes of trade there. And we are coming down. Marco K says, are you shorting from here? Well, the red one above my head says that we are. That is exactly what we're doing. Looking for that break of 600 here. If we break this liquidity of 600, it should be pretty strong to the downside here, and looking for 590 as a tag. So to answer your question, Marco, yes, we are shorting down here and we're winning doing it. We're going to close that right there as we're touching in that 290 level. Right here is where we're looking at here. Those 290s, that's where we want to have that first cover on there. So getting those combines back in the green a little bit. How about that? Getting those combines just back in the green. Right there. Got those combines a little bit back in the green there. We still have work to do on those fellas, but there we have it, folks. So let's see what happens with the rest of the shakeout of the market here. Look at that prescient cover right there on that bounce move. Holy smokes. Kiss the MC level. Trader Page knows it. Just passed my first combine ever. Give it up for Big G. Let's go. Yes. Folks in Clubhouse, please give it up for Big G. This is a big moment right here. First combine ever passed. Let's go. Grip it and rip it, baby. Love to see that. You've been working very, very hard on that, and I love to see that. Great move there off the open there, Big G. Love to see that. Nicely done. Gorgeous move. Boy, this market is going straight down, face dive, nose dive, whatever you want to call it. We're looking for 560s to trade here to the downside, and below that, we probably have a nice little pocket of liquidity that we will entertain there. New personal record in the XFA. Thank you, Rips. What do we got here on the table? Let's see. Wow, Big Mac pulling in $5,500 on one single XFA. You folks are killing it this morning. Love to see it. You know what we call that? Sack lunch is in the chat. Love to see that. All right, so 590s again. If we're getting a rejection here at 590, we do want to see if we can grip it and rip it. Nvidia is falling off a cliff, by the way. That is likely due to Taiwan Semi's lofty projections for the end of the year there. They're, well, I guess you could call it anti-lofty projections there. We are trading below these 80s now. I'm going to tap on into that there. Tapping in, looking for 560s and 3/4 to trade here, watching for 70s to fail. There's that 70 fail right into the 65s, and watching here for a little bit of a cover, seeing if we're getting back above these 70s. If we aren't, adding into that there for this push lower, tapping into those 65s. Nice move on that 65 there, covering. There we go, out of that one there. So adding a little bit more cheddar cheese to our total there. We are on fire with this market. This market is just giving us that single directional move that we love to see when we're trading momentum. Absolutely glorious. Love to see it there. Love to see it. Way to go, Big G, indeed. And Big Mac, too. Big Mac absolutely crushing it. Snapping necks, cashing checks. Love to see it, folks. Love to see it. So I'm waiting for a little pause in this drop down here. Waiting for a little pause on anything in this liquidity to the downside. So Apple's still holding up here. If Apple's bow breaks below 165, we will see this crushing to the downside. Here's your first genuine bounce in the market here. Going over to TradingView, let's pull up a 1 minute chart. There's our first little bounce candle that we've seen in a hot minute there. You can see how nicely these Clubhouse levels have been working. You can see, where do we find first kerfuffle? Right there. Second kerfuffle here, and first bounce right there. Clubhouse levels on fire once again. Love to see that there. Tony's up 2K. What a move. Nice work there, Tony. Let's see it. Yeah, big old pop. You got to be careful, folks. This is why you don't run the market with hungry eyes. We take what we can get when we get it, and we have big days when the market gives it to us. I didn't expect to make $5,000 on my XFAs live and direct here on YouTube, but hey, here we are, and I'm here for it. When do we have the giveaway? It's coming in hot. Just waiting to see if the market's giving us any other opportunities here to trade on YouTube before we go trading in the Discord, folks. How do we get these levels for TradingView? Join the Clubhouse for that 7 days and see if it's a good fit for your trading. We post them every single morning in the morning memo. You get what you get and you don't get upset. I love that, Cliffy. I love that. Was down 1,700, now up 500. Let's go, Tango. Hey, let's go. P in the building here. Very nice. Yeah, Netflix earnings are after the bell today. Shan Hacks, yes, indeed. So, folks, there's two ways that you can show appreciation for the stream here. I do this stream every single Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. The number one way that you can show your appreciation is clicking that like button. If you can't find it, you have to hide the chat. The second way that you can show me appreciation, you don't have to do anything very difficult here. It's very, very simple, actually. All you do is you just click that link. You just click it and you can let it load. And then once the page loads, you just close it down. You just click that link. It shows your appreciation. It shows that you appreciate what I'm doing here on the morning stream. So I do appreciate you folks that do that for me in here in the chat. So we are pumping back up. Look at this. Let's see. Will we get that rejection up at 590 quarters? That is the question. That is the question. Congratulations to anybody who made it happen on this flushacito to the downside off the open here. By golly, I will tell you this. I'm so happy that I'm not trading on fast markets so I could be focused, locked in trading with you folks here, not only in the Discord, but on YouTube. So took your hungry eyes talk too serious and only went one lot. Only one lot? Oh, come on. That's one lot is better than no lots. I tell you, there's some people out there that probably looked at the market with deer in headlights and did not take that short. So you're doing much better than most there, John. Come on. Any money that you're pulling out from the market, you're doing better than 90%. Look at this. We are coming into those 590s. Here's the big question, folks. Do we reject at 590 and make an excursion lower, or are we going to burst through? Looking like we drew some liquidity above that and we are rejecting. Wouldn't that be something? What time do you trade in the Discord? It depends on the price action. If the market's giving us opportunities, it all depends there. I'm the deer. It's okay, Jonathan. Sometimes we're the bug. Sometimes we're the windshield. Sometimes we're the hammer. Sometimes we're the nail. And look at this rejection. My goodness. Anybody prescient enough to catch those 10 handles to the downside off that 590 rejection? I sure wasn't. I'm trying to reel it back in a little bit. And NVIDIA is looking for the floor below 825 here. We're trading 832s in NVIDIA. I do think below 825 would see us bouncing in NVIDIA there. Yeah, big bounce on Apple as well. Thank you for that there, Christian. Staying on top of things. Nice work there, Josh. $1,500 realized in your account. Love to see that. Up and easy, 890, and I'm done. Remember, Austin, it's never easy. It's you that are getting better at trading. It's not easy. It's really easy to talk to ourselves like that, but I consider that talking down to ourselves. So Austin, I would say it's not an easy 890. You're putting in the effort, and to pull $890 out of the market is not easy. You're doing better than 90% of the field. That is huge. That is what we want to see there. I traded one lot and up over 1K. Small wins add up. Nice work there, Ivan, keeping your risk under lock and key. Love to see that. Congratulations to anybody who made this open theirs. It's just a beautiful, beautiful print. Not often will we see the market kerfuffle and then give us that beautiful move. I expected that we would have had a little bit of kerfuffle, but you know what? I got to put risk on the table, and it worked out for us. And fortunately, we were not too tight with our stop, and we were able to absorb and add into that little slight pop there. This is not yet a rejection of this level. We did reject down here at 560s. That's the only rejection I'm seeing so far. We're in kerfuffle mode right now. We're trying to see whether or not people are willing to buy above 590s here. At a 150K, started out bad 2 days in a row, switched to micros and made back to positive. Wow, nice work there, Georgia Dog. Way to go. Plus 1,500 in a combine and plus 100 in XFA. Way to go, Cyrus. Awesome. Is Top Step X free? It is if you are selected for it, but in the future, yes, it will be free. No fees. What was your drawdown on that trade? By golly, I don't think we went down more than $200. I would have to go back and review the game film, but it really didn't look all that much there. It was really it was a nice trade. We ended up, there's definitely luck that plays into the market, and we got lucky that we didn't have that ripping up to the top side. Here's the thing, and I said this very clearly. If we would have had that pump up, we would have got stopped out, but then we're waiting for that lofty extension where gravity starts to meet the price action, and then we're shorting it again. And, we would have had to work our way out of a drawdown, but thankfully the market didn't give us that nonsense. Thankfully, we just boarded the bullet train straight to the heck, and we caught that nice trade there. Got chopped to heck, done for the day, see you tomorrow. All right, Rhodes Runner, new day tomorrow. Probably easiest trade I can think of for a long while. Well, that trade on Monday that I missed, that big old dumpacito was a juice bomb. Is this a dead cat bounce? Well, we're interacting with this 590 level. This is why we use our Clubhouse levels like a GPS to guide our trades. We just wait here. We sit and we wait, and we don't have hungry eyes. And in fact, we have 15 minutes until the next news is coming out in the market here. We do have existing home sales and the leading index coming out for March at 10 a.m. So that's what we're going to be looking at to trade here. Tell you what, let's see if we got enough likes here on the video. Did we get that? We can start doing some giveaways here. Oh, by golly, you did it, folks. Look at that. We're up over 1,000 likes. Let's do a giveaway for a free Top Step Combine. And by the way, tomorrow's Friday. I'm going to be giving out a free $50 Amazon gift card. Somebody gifted that to me who was in the Clubhouse, and it was just so gracious of them. And I want to pass it off to somebody in here. A $50 gift card for Amazon, giving that away tomorrow, as well as a free month of Clubhouse. So you don't want to miss tomorrow's stream. But let's do today's giveaway first here. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Alrighty, folks, here we go. All right, giveaways. So for channel member luck, we're going to do 3 times the luck here. So if you have joined the VIP club that you can join here on YouTube, you will get 3 times the amount of luck here on YouTube. Let's see. The keyword is going to be, this is going to be a fun one. And here we go. Put this over here. And ready? Oh, wait. Let's see. Let's see. I think Q is going to be below. That's my vote here. Hold on one second. Close the poll. Okay, great. Wow, look at, holy smokes. And this is why we don't short, like, wow. If you caught that off of 560, holy smokes. That looks like a stop run right back up to those 630s. Holy smokes there. All right, so here we go, folks. Let's see. Keyword, channel member luck, 3 times is lucky. Okay, here we go, folks. And by the way, you have to be following me on Twitter and Instagram at Selling Rips. Here we go. Type in the keyword, folks. It is coming in hot to you, live and direct. Boom, there's your keyword. Green flush, because we got green on that flush. Green flush. Rips, if you're positive in the combine and you have billing coming up, will it reset my account to 0? It will not. Only if you are blown in the account. Even if you're in the red, it will not reset that account. It has to be completely blown for that reset to happen. All right, folks, keyword is green flush. Channel members are getting 3 times more luck. Go ahead and type in green flush. This is for a free Top Step Combine, no strings attached. Free Top Step Combine. To follow, to win the giveaway, you just have to be following me on Twitter and Instagram. It's at Selling Rips is the way to do it. At Selling Rips. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. When you win the giveaway, all you have to do is say your username. So if you are a Twitter user, it's at Selling Rips would be mine. Just Selling Rips, type it in. But you type in your own username and then type whether it's on Twitter or on Instagram. And then we'll get the party moving. If you claim it super quick, we're going to be doing a follow-up giveaway for a free month of Clubhouse. And that'll be a lot of fun here, folks. So there we go. Green flush is the keyword. Just type it in one single time. We got about 340 of you folks here that are entered in the giveaway here. Remember, channel members are 3 times more likely to win the giveaway. So if you are a member here by clicking that join button on YouTube and supporting the channel, then you are going to get 3 times more luck. So let's see how this shakes out here. Just type in green flush one single time. We'll get the giveaway popping here in about 1 minute. 1 minute, which will give us 10 minutes until the top of the hour, and we'll trade the rest of that in Discord here. YouTube member there, Zydar. YouTube member. There's no way for me to connect the Discord. I looked into it. There's no giveaway bot that connects Discord people as well. So, yeah, this is the best that I could do with what I have. This is the best I could do. All right, green flush is the keyword. We got about 400 people in the giveaway so far. 30 seconds, and then we'll roll it here. Any Quant Tower users experiencing 20 to 30 seconds latency? I'm not knowing of that. So, any folks out there on Quant Tower, you're experiencing any latency? We do the giveaways here in Discord as well, Zydar. We do the exclusive giveaways where you click the party hat. Yeah, we do those as well. So this is for a free Top Step Combine. We are rolling in 5, 4, 3, 2, and rolling. Pizza, are you with us? Pizza, you have won the free Top Step Combine. If you claim this super quick, Pizza, we are going to be doing a free month of Clubhouse. Free month of Clubhouse. All right, Pizza, putting you on the clock here. You have 1 minute starting now, 60 seconds starting now, 60 seconds starting now. I can't believe how much this market is pumping, by the way. Okay, so what is your Twitter or Instagram username, please? And you have to be following me. Don't forget. Give me 1 second. Oh, now you're going to follow me. Well, you're on the clock here. You have 45 more seconds. You have 45 more seconds. I can't believe you weren't following me, Pizza. Come on. Oh, goodness. Should we even give them the chance? Oh, goodness gracious. I don't even know if we should give them the chance. Okay, they have 15 seconds to claim this. 15 seconds here to claim this. I am. Okay, well, what's your username? Got to type in your username with no at. Like Chandi says, imagine not following Rips. That's what I'm saying. I am following. Okay, but what's your username? We can't. I am not Miss Cleo. If I was, I could predict what your username was, but unfortunately, I'm actually not Miss Cleo. I know the resemblance is uncanny, but I'm not actually Miss Cleo. And we are re-rolling in 5, 4, 3, 2, and Alfred Haywood. You are already a member, aren't you? Alfred Haywood, you have won the free Top Step Combine. Talk to me, Alfred. Are you with us in here? Tell me if you're still following me, then we'll find you and we'll confirm you. Simple as that. Simple as that. Come on, Alfred. You've been in here before. You're a Clubhouse OG, aren't you? Come on down, Alfred. Come on down. Come on, come on. Okay, Alfred Haywood. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Alfred Haywood, are you following me? Yes, you are. There we go. Free Top Step Combine coming your way. Free Top Step Combine. I will send you the, oh yeah, here we go. Send me first name, last name, and Top Step email address. There we go. All right, there's your instructions, Mr. Alfred. All right, folks, since he claimed it so fast, we're going to roll it one more time for a free month of Clubhouse, and then we're going to get out of here. So here we go. We are rolling in 5, 4, 3, 2, and rolling. Gavin, you are a big supporter of the channel, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Congratulations, you have won the giveaway. Gavin, are you with us? Come on down to Party Town. You've won a free month of Clubhouse. If you're already in here, then, hey, then, you know, get another month added. Let's see it, Gavin. I'm going to put you on the clock starting right now. 60 seconds to claim, 60 seconds to claim. Oh, come on down here. You were ready. Yes, indeed, Alfred. All right, come on down, Gavin. Come on down. All right, here we go, Gavin. Hannah, let's see. I do believe that you do follow me. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Is it 777s on Twitter by any chance? Let me see on Instagram here really quick. I believe you've won before, haven't you? Yes, you do follow me. And let's see our messaging history. Hey, look at that. You do get another free month. Free month winner. There we go. Wow, so that is 2 times that Gavin has won. Give it up for Gavin. This is why it pays to tune in, folks. This is why it definitely pays to tune in. All right, folks, we're going to be locking it up here on the YouTube live stream here. We're finishing up $5,000 in our XFAs. Let me give you folks the lay of the land here so we can see what this all looks like here. Moving this on over. So there we go. We made some money in our combines. We lost some money there, but this is what matters here. We made $5,000, copied across 3 express funded accounts. That's what matters. That's the money we can actually take out of the market. We can actually deposit that right into our lovely bank account there. So that's going to be how we're ending our YouTube stream here. We are going to continue trading in the Discord if there are any setups. So please join me over there, folks. Folks in the Discord, don't go anywhere. Folks on YouTube, we'll be back tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow we're doing a giveaway for a free Amazon gift card, $50, and a free month of Clubhouse. So join us then tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the morning. That's where you can find us. Same channel here, and I'll see you folks here on YouTube tomorrow.